Welcome back to our home building journey, a journey that started last year in which we are doing our own home in our own time, debt-free, without any schedule, any planning, and no bosses. We are in charge. The fall is almost gone, and there are still so many things to be done. This part of the video started maybe 2 months ago, but we had other things to do in between and we had to work on it, and then we stopped and then work again and then we stopped. Now we are back with an update on our under roof decking insulation project. As you may recall, our goal was to achieve a R65 rating. To get there, we designed a multi-layer insulation system. First, we installed two offset rigid foam boards totaling 20 inches in thickness with an R value of 20. To seal any gaps and ensure a tight fit, we used spray foam insulation from a can. To cut these boards, the first time we started we used a hot knife, but that was not good because it had a lot of fumes. And we switched to, yes, that's right, a saw blade that my husband was holding in his hand. After each piece of board has been crafted, my husband had to give it a dry fit and then proceed with the gluing of it with the special foam board glue PL300. I really have to mention that so far we have never made any advertising for anybody. If we mention something, is that we only use it for ourselves, and I hope we are helping others in their project. After each board has been placed, Michael is placing wires for the insulation to hold them because we want to make sure that they are staying glued properly. And he's leaving them to dry for 1 to 2 days to make sure that they are staying in place when he's going to use the can spray foam insulation to seal the gaps around, making sure that spray foam is not gonna push away the boards. He did the same procedure for the first and for the second layer of rigid foam board. Now, on the right it's the first layer, on the left it's the second layer of rigid insulation board. Here is using a leftover foam board piece to hold in place that side of the board. Right now, both layers of rigid foam board are installed, and my husband is cleaning the excess of the spray foam insulation that he used to seal off the gaps. As usually, attention to the details is a must. This phase is over and the next one must follow. We are enjoying the last moments of fall. Next step is the Rockwool insulation. We started by filling in the sides where the soffit will be. We had an unvented roof, means that everything must be sealed off. This part brought a lot of frustration to my husband because the insulation support wires would just spring back from their places. He was wondering how it was possible that other people's pictures of installing these wires were looking so perfect and his wires are looking so horrible. He was also concerned for the fact that they were pushing way back the insulation and he didn't like that. He was trying to be as close to the surface as possible. In meanwhile, we had been hit by a very bad snowstorm that took a lot of our trees and we had to stop to clean up. In the same storm, we lost our power for more than 24 hours. That was the perfect timing for us to have the first 2 layers of rigid foam insulation because when we started the wood stove, the house got warmed out. After the heavy snowfall, we are finally resuming the work and we are going back to insulating the roof. After a little while, Michael found the perfect solution of how to install these wire rods without jumping out and without pushing too much on the insulation. All he had to do was two pre-made slits that are not too deep, but enough to allow the wires to get in and never get out. We are using two wires for each support. This is the perfection, and I'm sure that no one is doing it the way we're doing it. All better now. You can see the mountains across. This is how my husband is cutting the rockwool without tearing it apart. And again, attention to the details must be the priority. He cut it to fill up the gable end space to the rafter. Even without the roof being 100% insulated, we are very happy with the results. So far, our research did good, and as I mentioned, we're doing something that nobody else has done before. This is our way of doing things, and they are working. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to share and subscribe to follow us in our journey. As a final note, I have to mention that our camper is doing great in the winter with the heater underneath and the bubble wrap around it. Everything stays nice and warm.